Welcome to GDs, and this is Hannah Season 2. Season starts with Hannah hiding in the forest with Clara and being hunted by the U-Tracks program. And Hannah removes the tracking chip from Clara's arm in order to avoid detection. Whereas the rest of the trainees are now being shifted to a new facility known as the Meadows. Leo is in charge of the facility here, and the trainees are now being socially oriented and being provided with a backstory as well as a fake family so that they could integrate in the society. Marissa informed the agency that it was Eric who killed Agent Sawyer and she was also injured in the fight. John, the head of the U-Tracks program, is a bit apprehensive about it but gives her a chance to bring in Clara. In exchange, he will look away from her insubordination and will also leave Hannah alone. With the trainees getting a new name and a backstory, one of the trainee, Sandy, helps them out by letting them know that Clara was searching for her mother before leaving the facility. And Marissa, knowing this information, lures Clara into a hotel using a fake profile of her mother, and she is captured. Despite promising Marissa that he won't go after Hannah, John tries to grab Hannah, but he is unsuccessful and assumes Hannah to be dead. But it turns out that Hannah is still alive and she meets up with Marissa at the hotel. Back at the Meadows, they have a new trainer, Terry, who is tasked with communicating with the girls and making them believe that their backstory and fake family is real. Clara, being captured, has also been sent to the Meadows. Marissa returns to Paris and joins back the office. John is still not sure about her loyalty and is keeping a close eye on her, but Marissa conveys a message to him through Sonia that he should stay away from her personal life. Marissa is also helping Hannah by arranging for her new identities and providing her an escape to start a new life. But Hannah was not able to let go of Clara, and in order to find her, she visits the lab which implanted Clara with the chip. Hannah was able to get in the facility by participating in a trial, and she was able to figure out that the recruits of the U-Tracks program have now been sent to a new location known as the Meadows, and that a shipment of drugs is about to be dispatched there. But before she could get more answers, she had to make her way out, and Marissa helps her escape. Meanwhile, at the Meadows, Clara has been given a new identity and the backstory with the name Clemency, but she is not able to adjust with it, and finding out that it was Sandy who helped them capture her, they get into a fight. John tasks Terry to help Clemency get back in the program. Marissa lets Hannah know that her new identity is ready and she could leave for a new life. But Hannah does not want to leave Clara behind, and she goes back to the facility and follows the shipment leaving for the Meadows. On the other hand, John, getting to know about the incident at the lab, tasked Sonia to find out more, and they were able to figure out that it was indeed Hannah and she is still alive. Sonia was able to trace Hannah following the shipment, and John gave the orders to Sonia to take her out. But Marissa was able to intervene and ended up killing Sonia. As Marissa and Hannah follow the shipment, Marissa gets a call from John letting her know that Hannah is still alive and he wants her help to find Hannah. Hannah, figuring out that Marissa is talking to John, thinks that she might be betraying and lying to her. Thus, she knocks out Marissa and follows the shipment alone. At the Meadows, Terry was finally able to have a breakthrough with Clara by letting her know that her mother died, and before passing away, she wrote a letter for her. Having closure, Clara has now accepted the program as well as her new identity Clemency, and has started to bond with Sandy and the rest of the girls. On the other hand, following the shipment, Hannah finally reaches the facility, and seeing Clara with the rest of the girls and being settled, Hannah is frozen as she is surrounded by the guards and Hannah has to give herself up. John informs Marissa that they have captured Hannah and he wants her to come as they are not able to get through with her. John wants Marissa to help bring Hannah back into the program as he is amazed by her ability. Marissa meets with Hannah and she is able to convince Hannah that she is not betraying her and is on her side. And in order to move the process further, she wants Hannah to give the program a try. Hannah is willing to give it a try, knowing that she will be allowed to interact with Clara. Clara shows Hannah around the facility. In addition, Hannah is also provided with a new identity with the name Mia Wolf. But Hannah knows that this is all an illusion of freedom and she tries to convince Clara to escape with her as Marissa will be helping them out to get out of the facility. But it turns out that Clara felt quite safe there and had a sense of belongingness in her new identity. Thus, she betrayed Hannah by not letting her leave, and Marissa was also captured by John. John interrogates Marissa and lets her know that he never trusted her. On the other hand, Terry is now working with Hannah to create a new identity for her, while the other girls help her out by making her feel at home and safe. Hannah also started to believe in the lie, and it is when Marissa was able to break out and she was able to convince Hannah that she is just a tool and a weapon for them and nothing more. And she wants Hannah to have a real life and she will be there to take care of her. Hannah finally agrees to leave with Marissa, and they are being helped by Steven, who belongs to a group trying to expose the UTRAX program as well as the organization behind it. But before leaving, Hannah has to collect her passport, and as they were about to escape, Clara shows up and she does not want her to leave. Marissa lets Clara know that her mother might still be alive as the agency lost track of her and thus they came up with a lie that her mother died. But Clara does not believe her, and as she tries to convince Hannah to stay, they have a struggle and Marissa is shot in the arm. And as they are captured, Clara lets John know that Marissa was trying to kidnap Hannah, and it was indeed Hannah who shot Marissa. As time passes, Hannah has accepted the program and is integrating well with others, whereas Marissa has been sent to an offsite for interrogation as they want to know who was helping her escape. John gets to know that a whistleblower is planning to meet up with a journalist in order to expose the UTRAX program. And in order to identify the source, John sends Hannah and Jules on their first mission to London in order to identify the source who is meeting with the journalist. In London, Stephen catches up with Hannah, letting her know that he belongs to a group trying to expose UTRAX and that she should not do their bidding, but Hannah walks away. Hannah and Jules were able to get close to the journalist using her wife, and they were able to copy her notes. As Hannah talks with her, and knowing the kind of work that she has been doing, Hannah changes her mind and goes to meet Stephen. It is here Hannah learns that the UTRAX program is a brainchild of a fringe element within the CIA known as the Pioneers, and they have a kill list of various people who the groups wants to be eliminated and will be using the UTRAX program to get it done. And this kill list is the list which the whistleblower will be providing to the journalist, and they also want to get it so that they can expose it. But Hannah was being followed by Jules, who reports her meeting back at the meadows. Terry was able to decode the information which they have sent and were able to identify the whistleblower. In addition, they were also able to figure out that he will be traveling to Barcelona to give the documents. John sent Sandy and Clara to Barcelona to get the package and eliminate the whistleblower while instructing Jules to take care of the reporter as well as get rid of Hannah. Hannah, not knowing that her cover is blown, tries to stop the assassination, but it was indeed a trap for her. Hannah survives, but before she could get to help the reporter, both the reporter as well as Stephen were assassinated by Jules, and Hannah, to know more, grabs Stephen's phone. Meanwhile, in Barcelona, Sandy and Clara get close to the whistleblower's daughter. On the other hand, Marissa escapes from the prison with the help of Steven's men, and they bring her up to speed and let her know that they need to help Hannah in order to help her get the list. Going through Steven's phone, Hannah discovered that Clara's mother is still alive and living in Egypt. She confronts Clara and informs her the same. In addition, she tells Clara that they are just being used as weapons and they are not on the good side. But Clara doesn't listen to her and wants her to leave. Meanwhile, Sandy, being close to Kat, was able to find the location of her father in the hotel room, and both Sandy and Clara go to assassinate him and get the list. Clara, being conflicted with what Hannah told her, is not able to go through with the same. And before Sandy could take them out, Hannah reached and tries to rescue them, but she was only able to save Kat while her father is executed by Sandy before she leaves. Hannah, along with Kat and Clara, hide out on a villa on the hills, and Hannah, with help of Clara, was able to figure out that the list is with the hotel concierge. Hannah goes back to the hotel to recover the same, and she manages to get it despite being in a shootout, and Marissa was there to help her escape. But it turns out that those helping her were indeed John's men, and it was all a ruse just to make her feel safe so that she could lead them to Hannah. But both Marissa and Hannah were able to get out of there. Meanwhile, Leo was able to locate the villa in which Kat and Clara were hiding. But Clara was able to take out Leo, and before they could execute Clara, Hannah was there and saves her life. And as they were about to leave, Marissa finally reaches up to clear a path for them. Hannah shows the list to Marissa, and Marissa lets Hannah know to drop off Kat at the airport. Seeing the list, Marissa lets John know that he was not only trying to save Utrax, but also himself from the Pioneers, as it was him who got drunk and leaked the document. And now, Marissa wants him to cover their tracks by letting the agency know that Hannah was indeed a double agent who infiltrated the enemy group in order to get the necessary information and helped recover the list. Marissa wants John to sell this lie and lets him know that it will be her running the show from now. On the other hand, Clara was also able to contact her mother, and Terry did not pass this information to the agency. As the season ends, Clara is united with her mother, and Hannah returns back to the villa.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked it, please subscribe.